Well, you have some pretty interesting questions, so I'm actually excited to hear what your answer.
I'm sort of more excited for questions I've never heard versus like when I do these interviews and I've got this and I have to like overthink it. It's like, let's just do it.
Let's just go. Let's just go. Let's just go. So, hello everyone, Brandon Gaston with Brave Magazine, and I'm here with Brian Paquette Interiors from Seattle. I know you're based in Seattle, but you also work with regularly with clients in New York, LA, British Columbia, and all over the place. What's the biggest difference working with clients in Seattle versus, let's say, New York?
The clientele in Seattle, I would say the Pacific Northwest as a whole, I would say it's a lot more relaxed. The whole sort of lifestyle is a lot more relaxed. It's not, the Pacific Northwest is not a showy place. And people are just really, really interested in sort of like comfort and natural beauty versus like something that's very just sort of in your face.
So I don't know if you know, I'm a fashion guy, big fashion guy.
Yes.
And I noticed in photos, you sport a very cultivated shoe collection, including there's a portrait of you wearing some shoes called Feet from the designer Feet, which are known for minimal colors, but very much into craftsmanship. As a designer, what does your footwear say about your own design aesthetic?
Oh man, I've got really fancy shoes and I love collecting fancy shoes like Feet and, you know, Common Projects and Margiela, all that kind of stuff. But I think it goes back to like design work, like comfort is paramount. So beauty is great, but if it's not comfortable or functional, there's no point in having it. Like our design work, I think, you know, like very often, you know, through trial and error, it's been like, well, what is going to help the client be functional and comfortable in their life?
So after studying conceptual art and painting in college, you later purchased a piece of art from Anthony Goicolea, whom you interviewed for your dissertation. What I want to know is, what is something that you took from him in that interview that's impacted your business and your career later on?
Gosh, what a blast from the past. Because I'm 40 and I was 18, or no, I guess I was like 21 or 22 when I did that interview. What I love about Anthony's work is it has been 100% true to him. And he's also extremely experimental. And it has always seemed like he has had no fear that when an idea pops in his head, he just figures out how to make it a thing. You know, our work is rooted in interior design, but there's also a lot going on in my head. And so we want to translate some of that design into product design and to, you know, whether that be textiles or our furniture collection. The biggest takeaway is letting your creativity guide it and not sort of like your expectations of what it should be.
Totally. So I don't know if you know this, we're both model alumni in the Brave Magazine, their Valentine's Day like special. You did it in 2016, I did it in 2018. And so I actually have the photos from when you did it in 2016. Here you are. And it says, hey girl, we're perfectly matched, but not like, you know, a matching furniture set. Designer Valentine's.
I'm so young. Oh my gosh, that's, that is like 6 years.
It wasn't that long ago.
It's weird. It's like it was a blip ago, but it's also a lifetime ago. My personal life and my work life are wildly different now in the best way possible.
Exactly. So do you see the second one now?
You light up my life like an incandescent bulb. This is really interesting because this one has changed functionally. Now we have amazing LED bulbs with beautiful warmth. So now I'm like, no more incandescent bulbs. Everything's got to be LED. You just need to know how to do it right.
This might be my favorite one.
Yeah. You know what's funny is the wallpaper behind that is our wallpaper.
Okay.
You know, this is just like, you know, not take anything too seriously. And I've always been that way and I will always be that way.
Absolutely. Brian, thank you so much for being in the Design Lounge interview. I know you have a lot going on. I know you just released a book. Do you want to talk about that really quick before we get off?
Yeah, sure. A book came out almost a year ago now. It's basically, it encompasses about five years worth of projects of ours. And it's kind of like a chapter one of sort of what will happen next. And I'm excited for hopefully what will be chapter two coming soon.
So cheers to you.
Yes. Cheers to you.